Hello, and welcome to all. Hope you have gone through all the previous sessions related to electrical systems, whatever I have shown, and understand and implement also in your professional career. So, if you are not still subscribe my channel, just subscribe to get the video in regular basis. And if you are novice, means you have just started your career in construction industry, in any construction project, building project, in MEP domain or electrical domain or mechanical domain, wherever. Just subscribe my channel, and so that you will get multiple benefits related to your field, related to the engineering field. So it will help you definitely in your career. Now, as I told you every time that what learnings you have gone through in your career, as well as whatever video I am sharing, just share your comments so I can also understand you, and accordingly I will bring the new things for your benefits. And one thing I have to share that if you don't have laptop or desktop or any bigger screen, then it is okay. You can watch these videos through mobile, and you need to zoom in and zoom out sometimes. Or wherever the some text is coming will come. Otherwise, it will be preferable to go through laptop for getting more visibility and more clarity. So let's start today's topic. We are going to discuss about today the communication between vendor and the contractor. So in the construction field, if you are in this particular project, any project, so you are well aware about the vendor and the contractor. Maybe you are from the contractor side, maybe you are from the vendor side, maybe you are from the client side or consultant side, I don't know. But now today we are going to discuss about the vendor and the contractor communication. And what I'm discussing, that I will not tell anything. As I told you, these sessions, these videos, what I'm preparing right now, it is going through a AI tool. So what MEP systems and the various coordinations in the MEP, which is required to execute a project so that your project will be complete within time, within budget. So that learning I will share with you through AI tools. Okay. So same today also we are using that same AI tool. It's a chat GPT. So we are taking chat GPT help and understand what is the communication between vendor and the contractor. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Hope my screen is visible. So here I will put one prompt. The prompt is the same way I am writing here also. There is no difference. I always try to make it very simple. So, and these are the things that are the basic and fundamental. What I'm going to share with you through ChatGPT, and more or less in the practical scenario, the same things is happening, but the real world is little different than the bookish world or the text world. So that you will recognize in the later stage, but basic and fundamental are the same. You need to just follow. Don't use your brain too much. Just what I'm sharing with you, just go through and try to implement. So let's start. What I'm writing here, that could you please provide me with a deeper understanding about vendor and contractor communication in the construction projects. Let's see what will come. Absolutely. Here is a comprehensive understanding of vendor and contractor communication within construction projects, especially aligned with MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing project management practice. Why overview? Why vendor and contractor communication matters? Let's understand that. Vendor and contractor communication forms the backbone of MEP project execution. Since MEP systems rely heavily on material procurement, specialized installation, and vendor-driven equipment, coordination failures can lead to massive delays, cost overruns, or technical mismatches. Effective communication ensures correct material delivery timeline and technical compliance, alignment of shop drawing, TDS, and data sheets with project specifications, smooth installation coordination with civil and architectural teams, prompt approvals, inspections, and testing cycles. Number two is the key stakeholders in the communications. Although it is vendor and contractor communication, so ChatGPT is showing these various communications between other stakeholders also. Let's see what are the stakeholders and what is their role and responsibilities. So role-wise, there is a client or consultant, and responsibility, approvals, quality control, and typical communication focus, vendor approvals, and material submissions. Role, main contractor who is executing the job. The responsibility is overall project management and typical communication focus, coordination between vendor and the subcontractors. MEP subcontractors. Execution and installation is the responsibility, and typical communication focus is site coordination, drawing submissions, etc. Then vendor or supplier, who is supplying material and support. So delivery schedule, warranty, after sale service. Then planning and procurement engineers. They are also part of the internal stakeholders. Tracking and the logistics, purchase order, lead time, delivery. These are the communication focus. Then QA, QC engineer, his responsibility is quality verifications, material inspection reports, HCR testing. So these are the roles and responsibility. Just go through, okay. And many of the related to these MEP systems, MEP subcontractors, then planning, procurement, we'll discuss separately in the later stage, okay, in details about the procurement and all. QQC also will discuss in the separately. But understand this communication between various stakeholders. Now, what is the communication stages? There is pre-contract stage, okay. In pre-contract stage, vendor pre-qualification, collect vendor credentials, past project experience, and the financial health. Because when we are going to choose vendor, so we need to go through all the data about the vendor so that we can understand whether vendor is eligible or not. So eligibility criteria is the vendor pre-qualifications. Then technical evaluations also checked. That is compare data sheets and deviations with vendor specs. The commercial negotiation, clarify payment terms, delivery schedules, and warranties. So these are the pre-contract stage. Then the post-award stage is the kickoff meeting, align expectations, submittals, timelines, QQC requirement, then submittal exchange, shop drawing, TDS, material sample, method statement, then documentation, vendor data sheet, way manual, FAT certificate. FAT is factory accepted test. Execution stages, then progress review meeting, weekly or bi-weekly updates on supply and installation, material tracking sheets, highlights ordered, dispatched, delivered, and installed items, and change management. Any deviation is there, any deviation handled via RFI, there's a request for information, or NCL. Then testing and handover stage. In testing and handover stage, site testing, coordination, training and documentation, and final sign-off. So these are the communication stages in a project, in any project. And what the communication channels? Through emails or letters, meetings, virtual or physical meeting, WhatsApp, Teams, and now the various other project management software also available. Transmittals via Aconex or ERP. So these are the very specific documentation process. Aconex, normally the bigger mega projects management are using this kind of systems, documentation system. Reports and trackers. Then the fifth is coming structured communication document. What are the documents? The vendor submittals log, the trackers, TDS, GA drawing, test report, material delivery schedule, monitors supply versus project milestone, inspection request form. There's IRF for QA or QC clearance before installation, RFI or NCA register, vendor coordination meeting minutes. So these are the communication documents need to maintained at project level. The next, best practices for effective vendor and contractor communication. So number one is the define communication protocols early. Use templates and clear approval hierarchies. So who will communicate whom? So that protocol need to be set. Integrate procurement with planning. Match vendor supply with construction milestone. Third is document everything. Verbal instructions should be confirmed in writing. So in project, there is no verbal instructions. We have to maintain a records. Maintain a common data environment. Use platforms like Aconex or Beam 360. So these are the tools you can use to maintain document. Monitor performance metrics, track vendor response time, quality score, and then delivery compliance. And build relationship. Treat vendors as long-term partner, not just a supplier. So that is very important. Typical communication example. Here is showing one example. Let's say subject is the material approval request 4000 ampere LT panel. So vendor is L&T electricals. So what is the communication that is in email structure? It is like that. There the consultant name. Please find and close the TDSG. It is very basics communications and is there. Okay, TDSG drawing and type test reports for the above mentioned LT panel as per project specification. Kindly review and provide approval at the earliest to avoid delay in procurement. I'll show you the actual communication document in the later stage. Okay. So next is the common communication pitfalls to avoid. So it is number one is the ambiguous communication without reference drawing or specifications or number, delayed response to RFI, causing site holds up, misalignment between procurement and site requirement timelines, lack of escalation procedure to critical decisions, over-reliance on verbal commitments without documentation. Next is the integration with MEP project management system. Now, to optimize communication flow, the link vendor tracker with material BOQ, then project schedule. It is through MS Project or normal Excel. Use dashboards for visualizing delivery delays. Next is the maintain vendor database with performance rating for future projects. So these are the integration. You can integrate with various things to maintain better project management and better communication. So that way, you just understand what type of communications and what are the stakeholders' responsibilities, roles, and responsibilities are there. Now I want to stop this. So in this particular sessions, you can understand the various communication between the stakeholders. Okay, I'm not go elaborate each and every part because just don't use your brain too much. Whatever mentioned, just read. And if suppose you have any doubt and suppose you don't know some terminologies, some understanding about that particular sentence, so use the chat GPT again. Ask him this, okay, who is the OEM, okay, whatever, what is the role of the Aconex? Suppose this Aconex name came in the picture first time, okay, so you don't know anything about that. The ask, again you ask. So when you ask, you will get the answer. And the teacher and the mentor is available, okay. So it is not required to ask me, please tell me what is Aconex, please tell me this and that. So you can ask by yourself and you can also play with ChatGPT. Okay. So I'm giving a path, I'm showing a path, how you can use AI tools to enhance your knowledge in MEP domain. So hope today's video you will enjoy, and I'll bring many more topics in my cascaded videos. So till then, bye. Thank you.